We are still on our preparation for nursing admission interview, and today we are going to be considering how to answer the question, what are your strengths and your weaknesses? You need to understand that every answer you give could lead to a follow-up question from the panel. So there are some unexpected questions that you can be asked as a result of the answer you gave to the previous one. And I think that in my next videos, I'm going to be addressing some of the unexpected questions that you can be asked at the interview. But before I proceed, I would want to let you know that hepatitis B is a liver infection, and majority of the people who are infected do not know their status. So if you are watching me and you don't know your status, I will encourage that you get tested. If you are positive, you seek the right treatment and you go to the hospital, you'll be taken care of. And then if you are negative, you can vaccinate, take the 3 shots of the vaccine to protect you from getting infected, especially when you want to be a nurse. It increases your risk of being infected with a virus. So you are at the interview and you have been asked, what are your strengths and your weakness? I know, watching me right now, you may be saying that for me, I do not have any weakness. I mean, that is a lie. You are not being true to yourself and the panel. As human beings, we all have our weaknesses. But in addressing your weaknesses, you may want to mention the fact that this is my weakness, but I'm putting in place effort to work on it, and it's accepted that you are conscious and aware of your weakness. Let's understand that you have to be true with yourself and know that you need to communicate to impress the panel. There are people, they just want to know your personality, whether you'll be able to be a very good nurse. So you can have a good grade, but if your personality is not the type that you can interact with other people, your personality is not the type that you can influence others, and it's all based on the answers that you are given at the interview, they may not, even admit you. So you've been asked, what are your strengths? My strength is that I'm a go-getter. I don't easily give up. That is why when I failed my paper, I went ahead to register for a NOVDEC, or I went back to school because I had a goal of becoming a nurse, and I didn't give up, and today I've been able to pass. That is a great response. My strength is that I am a good communicator. I am a team player. I'm able to influence other people I'm working together with so that we achieve any goal that we set. Just look at yourself. My strength is that I'm passionate and I am empathic, and just those things, just know yourself and look at how the strength you have will be able to help you be a good nurse so that you can relate it. Let me draw more on your weaknesses. For instance, when you are asked about your weaknesses, don't go and say you don't have any weakness. Yes, I have a weakness of forgetfulness, that I easily forget stuff that I plan to do. As a result, I always keep a diary with me, which I document anything that I have to do or I come across. I mostly have a to-do list also with me. So when I wake up in the morning, I plan and write down things that I'm supposed to do so that I don't forget. Over the period, as I did that, it has helped me improve on that weakness. Never go and say that, for me, my weakness is I care so much about people. What is that, a weakness? No, I care so much about people, and at the end of the day, they pay me with evil. No, that is not a weakness. If you care about people, that is actually some strength, meaning you're empathic, you have passion for others, and it's a good sign that can make you a very good nurse. So you can also say that I procrastinate a lot. When there is something I need to do, I try to reschedule it, but with time I'm working on it. So I ensure that when I set my goal on one thing, I finish it before I move on to the other thing. You can also say that one of the weaknesses that I have is I'm unable to complete things that I set out to do, then I move on to the other one. So always it looks like there is something I have to do which I haven't finished or completed, and because of that, I have set up my mind on one thing that when I finish, I must finish before I can move on to the other thing. Always understand that at the nursing admission interview, some questions may be unexpected as a result of the answers you gave to the previous one. For instance, you can be asked that, what is your favorite food? For instance, when they ask you to tell them about yourself and probably you said, my favorite food is banku and okro, they may ask you that, how is your favorite food prepared? Or depending on where you are coming from, they may ask you that, how is this kind of dance in your tribe? How is it dance? What's the meaning of it? In my next video, I'm going to be talking about some of the unexpected questions that may come up at the interview. But always remember that once you've been invited for the interview, then you qualify to be admitted. So go there with all the confidence, start practicing now. And remember that crying at the interview does not show that crying at the interview shouldn't be something you want to use to let the panel favor. No, they want somebody who can be firm and strength. I wish you well. Bye-bye.